I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I wanna ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak.
Well, folks, we're down on near Utah, Alabama. My guest today is Miss Clarice Sims here. She is a crackerjack bass fisherman, and we're in the backwaters of Loch 7 near Utah, or close to Sawyerville, Alabama. And it's way off down in the middle of nowhere, and there's some beautiful area in here. And Clarice, what section are we in right here, hon?
This is called Brush Creek.
Brush Creek.
This is Little Brush.
And this is one of your favorite fishing places.
This is my honey hole.
Show us, wait a minute here, show us what kind of lure you're using there and what you like to do this time in the morning, because it's bright and early. We're getting a pretty early start here.
This is a devil's horse.
Devil's horse. That's your favorite one?
That's
early in the morning?
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite color and everything?
Yep.
It's kind of a black on the back with silver right in here and kind of golden on the side. And your motion now, tell us about your cast now. What kind of action you put on it there?
Well, I try to get a little sound in it. That'll usually, if there's a bass out there and he hears that, he's gonna go for it.
In other words, you're just twitching it, pausing.
Right.
Twitching it and pausing it, right?
I'm hoping that I'm gonna tease him into biting it.
Hope we're gonna tease him.
Tease him.
All right, now you had pretty good luck the last couple of days down here, hadn't you?
Had real good luck.
What was you fishing most in the last couple of days?
Well, I fished this early in the morning, then I went with the worm.
Uh-huh.
I like the Tequila Sunrise worm.
Uh-huh. And now you're from up there in Birmingham, and y'all have a place down here, and you pretty well know this territory, don't you?
Pretty much. We have fished it now for about 8 years.
8 years. But
love it.
Is this creek right here your favorite
This is my favorite.
bass place in here?
This is my favorite.
All right, well, we're gonna throw a few out there and see what happens.
We might have to go to our old worms.
Okay, well, we'll get this early morning fishing out here with these
Yeah.
top waters, and then we'll put us a worm on there and see what happens. You just threw the dead worm out there, and
Yeah.
he picked it up dead off the bottom, didn't he?
He sure
Look at
did.
that.
Started running off with it.
Maybe we ought to throw some dead worms out there and just leave them out there.
Just put our hooks in here and set down.
Now, if you don't think a fish won't hit a laying still worm, all they got to do is watch that one, Andy Clarice.
That's right. Us worrying about the fish over here, and there's a fish out there.
Well, now, you was telling me that your brother comes up here with a popping cork and pops them and a floating jig, and then they'll hit it off the top.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to rig up one of them here in a minute. We got another laying dead right there. You better. We got
I know it.
two
We better
laying
keep
dead.
an eye
We might
on
come
them.
along here and get into these.
Maybe I better set
Well,
this
how'd you get started off on this bass fishing?
Well, we've been fishing down. You know, we fiddled around with the brim and the crappie and this, that, and the other, and I got to seeing these people bring in these bass, and I just couldn't stand it.
Look here, you getting a bite right here.
And
You
my
got
brother.
You got one laying right here dead in the boat. I believe you got a pickup right then. See if that thing ain't got a fish on it. I seen it moving out. Of course, we could be blowing around. Well, finish tell me how you got into this bass fishing, Clarice.
Oh yeah. And my brother's a bass fisherman.
Uh-huh. So
I decided that there's more competition. There's challenge. It's a challenge of hunting them and then catching them after you find them.
Uh-huh.
You know, I love it. I could just do it all the time.
Well, your husband Grant says that you get up so early and come on out here, you go off and leave him.
Oh, Grant'd rather eat and sleep than he had doing a whole lot of fishing, I tell you.
Well, now do you find all these places yourself, or do you have folks kind of show them to you? Or?
I find a lot of them myself. I read a lot. You know, I read Bassmasters and Outdoor Life and this, that, and the other. And then my brother tells me a lot about his he likes to come over here.
Uh-huh.
And he gives me all of his little tidbits. He fishes in a lot of tournaments, so he knows a lot of things that, you know, the average person doesn't know.
Well, now, you know, this is a beautiful area right here. I guess this would be southwest Alabama. And this is a Warrior River system that comes down through here. And you got dams and locks all the way down, and it impounds just some beautiful water.
Oh, it does. We've got some lovely, lovely places to fish.
And wildlife's everywhere. I know deer hunting, this is right in the middle of heavy-duty deer hunting country down in here.
There's some
turkeys, too.
Turkeys, yeah. He's running with
it. Yep, he's coming up.
There he is. That's a nice one.
Oh, he's coming up. Now, Clarice, this place right here that you've got me on right here. Whoa, here, Hoss. That's pretty good.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. This you say is a it's not a road bed. You say it's just a dike.
It's just a little levee out through there. It makes a little semicircle right around here.
In other words, you've caught a bunch of fish right in this one.
I have caught fish up in here you wouldn't believe.
Right off this old levee thing.
Right off of this thing. They feed up on the top of it, and the water drops down. And they'll drop down with it. The shad will go along the top of it, and then the bass will hit it, and they'll run back all out in here.
So in other words, we can just kind of just drift around in here.
You never know where you're gonna. You can just throw anywhere and almost pick up one.
Well, that's a pretty good spot. Clarice, I got another pickup right there.
All right, give him time. I'm getting a nibble.
There he is.
You got him?
Yep, right to the top. Look at that dude. Look at that.
You're gonna spit it out.
I mean, those fish are jumpers. They won't get rid of that worm, don't they? Well, they'll run up mouth it and set it down if you ain't careful. You know, Clarice, we tried that top water and it just flat wouldn't pay off this morning, so it's a good thing we come on out here and got on. You got him? Come on, got out here on these worms, because that looks like that's what they're going.
I think that's what it is. I think that the water is just warm. They're going down where it's cool.
Well, I tried my top water arsenal. Didn't do no good. You tried yours. We didn't even have a rise, did we?
No.
So no use of hanging around over there. You know, after the sun comes on up pretty good now, I guess you just have to get on these worms, because that's what's paying off right now. There he is. Boy, there, jumper. Look at that thing go up. Yeah, you got him. Right in that same spot we've been throwing at it. Look at that thing. Now what are you doing? Just sliding that worm, Clarice?
Just working along.
Working it along.
I pull it a little distance, ease up, and let it drop back down.
You see that fella look by, and I bet he said, there's a female catching them bass. Now what's she doing that?
I should have dropped him real quick when that boat came by too. They're gonna find out about my spot.
Well, that's a good deal. I believe we got them cornered right now, Clarice. If we just don't get too nervous and miss too many of them, we'll be all right, won't we? Yeah, there you go. He fixed to put him in the boat. Yeah, he had a good one.
I wonder what he's fishing with.
Looked like a worm. It looked like fishing with a worm. That's a pretty good fish right there.
He's gonna come straight up too. Look at him.
Look at that thing. Clarice, you getting on these things now. I'm telling you now. You got them going.
Look at that.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a nice one.
I've never seen bass jump as much as these down here do. That's all they do is jump.
Come on here. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. That's a nice fish.
Oh, yeah. You nailed him just right, too.
Sure did.
I see all these are largemouth, too.
Yeah.
Look at that. You snuck that one in on the back side of his eye. Look at right there. You caught him napping.
He tried to spit it out.
No, he come on. It looked like it came
through. Yeah, that's what it did.
It double hooked him is what it did. Yes, sir. That's fine. There he is. Right to the top. He spit it out.
That's why they go to the top.
He spit that one right out. Got my line all tangled up.
They
know.
know.
The finest little old fish I ever seen.
They are. They know if they go to the top, they've got a chance of spitting that lure out before you can sit.
Well, that's two they done to me, so it must not be such a bad strategy for them. Clarice, we got them cornered, I think, right there in a little old place there. Looks like about 10 foot square, don't it?
They've just got a little.
Must be a bunch of them out there, 'cause I got hit just as soon as I hit the water that time a while ago. There he is. Right to the top.
I believe he's fishing jelly beans.
Yeah. I tell you got to be quick to set that hook on these fish or they'll run it to the boat and you miss him.
Really do.
Now, Clarice, have you fished a worm mostly, or what? Is that what you started on, or what's?
Yeah, I started on the worm, and no matter what I fish with, I always go back to it. It's the most consistent, consistent
Have you caught more fish on a worm than anything?
By far.
By far.
By far, year round.
So you know, whereas in the mornings you'll come out here and you'll hit them a lick on top just for the fun of it.
I'll give them a chance, and if they don't bite, I go back to my worm.
How many good spots like this you got cornered around here?
Well, I can't tell you all my secrets, Archie.
Well, I know, but you can tell me some of them.
Well, let's see. I got 8 or 10 hot spots.
8 or 10 hot spots. They're gonna have to go some to beat this, and that's a pretty good place right here.
It's a pretty good spot, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, did you ever leave this spot here and then come back?
Oh, yeah.
Come back to it.
Yeah. Late in the afternoon. Well, in fact, we have come up here midday and caught fish.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Right here.
You caught any fish?
No.
Ain't
We ain't done no good. Y'all done ain't good.
I tell you, I'm with this World Wonder Woman up here. She done put about 15 in the boat.
I hear you.
I mean, just one right after the other.
Sure enough.
Sure enough.
Well, you know, some people know how to fish, don't
But not only does she know how to fish, she knows where they're at.
they? Right.
And that's important too.
Y'all been fishing us this area up in here, Clarice?
Been fishing in this one spot.
Really? Well, I don't.
Now, we got a good many. You get a pickup, Clarice?
Yeah, I did. He's
Right
still
about-
tapping it. He's still tapping it.
Is he? Got it. There you go.
There he
They
is.
come right to the top.
They're moving back in.
I believe they are. They must have come out in the river and then just.
I guess
see,
so.
I had a pickup just a minute ago, and right in about the same spot, but the spot's changed a little bit, Clarice.
It is.
And he swallowed your worm and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, got the whole works.
A whole mess. Maybe a bunch of them anyway. We need to get right back in there right quick if they've moved in.
I've got it anchored.
You got it anchored?
Yeah.
He was out there on that cut, right out there in this muddy water. I wouldn't have thought he'd have been there.
Well, I knew they were out here. It was just fine.
He was right out there. That water ain't all that dirty. It looks, now that's a spot right there. See right there? See how? Look at that little devil. He was laying right just about where you sat, out that front of that cut right there. See, that's spotted bass.
Yeah.
Now, we ain't caught a spot all day. Of course, now, I let him swallow it. I wasn't sure I had a bite out there. I thought the boat might have been moving.
Dragging along.
Got the fine cheek scales here, and generally got little triangles there on him. Pretty little old fish. If you'll give me them pliers, I'll try to
All right.
dislodge this hook. Come off that corner right yonder, Clarice. Right off that corner by that grass. There he is, right there. Picked it up right there. There he goes, there he goes. There he is, right to the top.
One of them big ones,
yeah,
too.
he's one of them monsters like I got out of that other cut. Yeah.
About as big as that worm you got on there.
Yeah, look at that little devil. He's a little one. Got it right in the bottom lip, too. I tell you, these are the most vicious fish I've ever seen to be so little. They just come on with it.
They put up a fight.
Yeah, he just
you think you've got a
nailed
monster
that little
on
old
there.
4-inch worm. What I think what this does is that little curly tail right on the bottom there, and
Yeah.
it's got that glitter in the tail too. And yeah, they just see it swimming. I guess they just got to run up and have it. I'm using that eagle claw with this little smaller eagle claw with a little offset in it there, and it does a good job. Now, if a great old big one gets on there, I might have wished I had a little bit bigger hook, Clarice.
Yeah.
But now that might have been
You
what was
might
tapping
lose
me a
him.
while ago. Coming, I was about in the
I
middle of the
imagine
groove
it
on that
was.
one.
There he is. No, there he is.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, I got
You got him that time. That's pretty good on
That's a
there.
good one.
Oh yeah, that's fine fish there, Clary. Woo, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a fine one. Yes, sirree. Woo, don't lose that fish. No, ow.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah.
Clary's the biggest one of the day.
I know it. I let him go.
Where's our dip net? We ain't even got it.
We ain't even got it. It's that little hook I put on there.
My heart won't stand much of that.
Oh, gosh.
You think you need a bigger hook? Huh?
No.
No. Well, you know, it's like I tell folks, we show the ones we miss too.
Yeah. Well, at least everybody saw him jump up anyway.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was see, now we've been piddling around with these little ones here, see? And that's what I say, we be sitting there thinking we're gonna be hitting half pounders and pounders, and then one like that jump on there. That scared the liver out of you, won't it? There he is. Right in the grass. He's not a big one, but he's laying right in that grass. You see that, Clarice?
Well, they're coming right down through here. They're making
Well,
that...
I think what they're doing, they're just parking right there, and then they get ready to get them some shed. They just slide right out in that groove and catch your shed coming down that little old place there. But they can be a great old big one up in that grass too.
Just as well.
Just as easy as these little ones here. He nailed it. I mean, it was right in the grass. There he is. There he comes.
Yeah.
Right out of that tree. There he is. Yeah. There you go. Okay, big boy.
Yeah, I think you let him swatter it to his goozle.
Let me ask you this. Where'd you learn how to worm fish so good?
You know, I've been sitting here thinking about it. I don't know. I just
You didn't
started...
just pick it up and learn how to fish that good. I know. You couldn't.
Well, I think I did.
Well, somebody had to show you. Who showed you how to do it?
My brother. I'd have to admit. See, I've been fishing all my life, fishing for something. My parents live in New Orleans. We did red fishing. We
yeah, in other words, y'all right down there on the coast.
Trout.
Yeah.
We fish speckled trout. We fish for everything. And I think I just got interested in the worm fishing because of the challenge of bass fishing.
Well, you sure got the knack to it, because you can stick them as good as anybody I ever seen.
I love it.
You put a bunch of them over the rail already today. Now some of them
one
gonna get
away,
off.
but it always
don't matter.
does.
Some of them gonna get off anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you do. Even if you hold your mouth right and use the right kind of hooks,
Still
and them
gonna
hooks
get
are
off,
sharp, they're
aren't
gonna
they?
get off.
But I'm just like everybody else, Archie. If there's a new bait comes out, if there's a new worm comes out, I'm gonna go buy it.
Yeah, because I do too. Because it might be something better than what I got.
Yeah.
So.
But you usually go back to just
Some of
plain
your basic
old,
stuff.
everyday basic stuff. You know.
There he is.
Yeah.
Pulled him off. Pulled him off.
Oh.
Got him?
Oh, I got the stump.
That's okay. That's all right. That's a good spot. That's where he was at.
I thought I had him.
It's all right.
Oh, shoot.
Come in here. Let's
Man,
try it again. He's right down the middle is where this feeding.
I know.
I tell you, I believe that water turns them on, though, Clarice, because
It does. Any way it's moving, whether it's moving in or whether it's moving out.
this is a made-to-order fishing hole right here. I'm telling you.
This
You
one's
can't
close
beat
to
this.
home.
Because you get that current, that changes the way they got to feed. Look at them fish rolling up in yonder.
I know it.
This is super. We just stay parked right here and just catch fish all day. Get back up in there where them fish are.
In that muddy water.
There he is.
Yeah.
Well, I got him nearly out of the water, didn't I?
Oh.
Oh, boy. Let me go back in there. Maybe another one in
Maybe
there.
another one. Maybe one a little bit bigger in there.
Yeah, well, he was right under the boat there. So that shows that running that motor and all don't hurt him.
No, doesn't
Don't hurt a
bother.
thing in this world. Look at that little devil eating.
Yeah.
He gonna have that whole bank eat up here in a minute. He could care less what we're doing. You know that?
We hadn't more disturbed him. He hadn't even looked up at us. No.
That's one thing about being in a boat. Most animals won't even, nothing don't bother them. in that current, he ain't no monster, but he sure took it in, didn't he?
We were supposed to catch a big one in there.
Yeah, I know, but look at that fish. That worm's big as that fish.
Yeah, he is. I don't know how he got it in his mouth.
Well, it takes more skill to get them little ones anyway.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is. I figured it'd be a monster. Well, let's see, is that spotted bass or turn sideways?
Yeah, he's spotted.
Yeah, spot. He's right hugging that bank, wasn't he?
Yeah, sure was. I'll catch him next year.
Let him grow a little bit. Hold that. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Look at that thing. Holy mackerel. You pulled him right out from under that stump.
Did.
You see that? You
I
got
sure
him good?
did.
Huh? Have you got him good?
I hope so.
Hold him, Clarice. Don't put no pressure on him.
No, I got him good.
You got him?
I got him good.
Easy. Now he liable to jump that hook right out. Hot dog. Hold on, hold on, gal. Look at her go after that fish. Now you know what you're doing.
I was trying to get my hand in his mouth.
That thing. Let me tell you, I seen him, Clarice, when he was over there. He was right under that stump right there. I believe I seen him roll up when you first stuck him because he got hung. He got hung under one of them limbs, didn't he?
See, I was pulling against, I could feel him, but I was pulling against, he was up under a limb, you know. So I didn't, you know, I thought really I was hung. We better stick him in the live well. What do you think?
You got that right. Let's put him over here.
All right.
You think we ought to make another loop around that little hole right there?
That looked like a pretty good spot, didn't it?
We might have spooked him and we might not have spooked him.
That's true.
Clarice, me and you done caught a nice string of fish right here.
That ain't bad.
That ain't half bad for about a half morning's fishing. Well, we had to quit. We caught so many we couldn't
Didn't have no more
stay in the
room
boat no
for
more.
'em.
Ain't them pretty things?
Look at
Goodness gracious alive. You know, we gotta get some cleaning done, you know.
You're right. We better get started or it's going to be dark and us trying to get them clean.
That's right. Y'all stay tuned again next week for some more outdoors with Archie Phillips.